Turn up one time for the right. Turn up two times for the right. Double tap that screen one time. Cause you're listening to the 5-5.
What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Vibe 5 Radio. It's your boy Brian, and clearly you can see that I am in the studio alone today. I don't know why I couldn't say that right. I am super excited. I have some text messages that I'm going to go through today because today is Mother's Day. Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to all of the mothers, including my wife, including my mother, Louise Brown. So we're going to get on into it because I'm excited. Unfortunately, my mother was not able to be on the show today. She's going to get me for doing this, but I don't care. All right. So here's what we're going to do. I sent a text message, and let me hold my hope pillow for comfort for this one. Because this one's going to be fun. All right, so today the episode is not going to be long at all because it is Mother's Day and I want you guys to enjoy your Mother's Day. We'll be back on Wednesday with a very, very special guest, Kiosha Frost. So anyway, today we are having a conversation about mothers, and who else to talk about than my mother, because I have a mother. Hello. There's nobody else in the studio with me, so I'm always like this. Yeah. But I sent in our cousin group chat and I was like, hey, you guys, for my mother, I want to do something different. I want to roast my mother for Mother's Day. So if you are part of my family, then you already know my mother is, she's kind of clumsy. She falls a lot. So we're going to get right into it. All right, so I texted them that, and I was like, hey, send me the craziest scenario that you can think of my mother. And here's one. From one of my cousins. She said her falling into the bushes after getting off the Teacup ride with me that one year we went to Disney. So, let's talk about that one. My mother loves to, she's very adventurous. She's always been that way as long as I can remember. But she loves to be one of the kids with us. So when growing up, when we would go to Disney World or Epcot or Orlando Studios, Myrtle Beach, we were always going somewhere with the family. Well, my mom likes to do things with the kids because she thinks that she's a kid, even though sometimes her body does not react as a kid. Well, we get on the Teacup ride, and you know the Teacup ride, you go in circles and circles and circles and all that stuff, right? Well, she gets off the Teacup ride, and she's too dizzy. The equilibrium is just not working right for her, and boom, falls into the bushes. So that's that story. Let's move on to the next. The next one is, this one is fun. Her tripping over nothing. When I tell you that is the most hilarious thing, she's always okay. She's always okay. But so one time I remember we were at my cousin's house. I was really, really young. And she had a bowl of popcorn in her hand. And all I remember is her tripping over air. Because she was like, oh, it's the rug. It was not the rug. Her tripping over air and the whole bowl of popcorn flying all over the place. Hell, that's the type of stories that I have. Oh, they get worse. The next one, her toe getting stuck in the bathtub faucet. Now, mind you, my mother watches, what is that? I Love Lucy. I think it happened in I Love Lucy. So she tried to, I guess, imitate that when she was in the bathtub one day. And yeah, it happened. I guess she thought that it wasn't gonna get stuck like it did in I Love Lucy, but it did. And yeah, my dad had to get her out. It was a big scene. And my dad, when my dad was when my dad was living, if something was funny to him, he was gonna drag it out, and the whole world was gonna know about it. We was gonna tell everybody. He was gonna tell everybody, and I was gonna sit there and laugh. That's how life is with my mother. Love you, Louise. All right, let's keep moving. The next one is her super gluing her lips together while helping with a project. Oh my gosh, this one is probably one of the best ones. Now, I'll give you some backstory. My dad was out of town. I had a project that was due for school. My mom wanted to help. She was using super glue. Well, during this time, she was trying to, I guess, get the super glue off, and she was doing something. She takes puts the tip. You know how super glue is, the little small tubes. She puts the tip in her mouth, and I guess she bit too hard, and the top of the super glue ended up in her mouth, and the super glue ended up all over her lips. In a result, her lips were super glued together. Now, by this time, she's motioning. She's motioning to me, and I'm over here. I'm hysterical because I'm like, oh my God, what's going on? What's going on? I'm a kid. I'm like, this is crazy. I'm tearing up. I'm bawling. I'm like, it's a whole lot going on. So we drive to my aunt's house. My aunt does not make it better. We get to my aunt's house, and she sees me crying, and she's like, "What's going on? What's going on?" And my mom is sitting there with her, trying to explain to my aunt what's going on. So she gets her some paper and a pen to write down what's going on, and she writes down, "I super glue my lips together while helping Brian with a project." My aunt, love her, love you, Aunt Liz, goes upstairs and has to get herself together before assisting to help her get her lips unsuper glued, because that's how funny it was. Now, mind you, in the moment, I was hysterical because I was a kid, and I was like, I don't know what's going on. She not gonna be able to ever talk again. But yeah, to my aunt, it was hysterical. Then having to call my dad and tell him what happened. Ooh. Like I told you, my dad makes everything 10 times worse. It was hysterical. And we laugh about it now because, I mean, it could have been dangerous. But like I said, in all these scenarios, my mom was okay. Like, okay. Okay, so let's go on. Let's find another one. The next one is, let's see. And by the way, if she sees this, which I'm pretty sure she's going to see this. Mom, if you see this, I love you so much. But I thought it was a great idea to roast my mother on Mother's Day. Hindsight, at least I still have a mother. There are some that don't have a mother. And for all those that don't have mothers, my heart goes out to you, because I wouldn't be here without my mom. I love my mother to death, to life, to whatever you subscribe to. I love her. So let's move on. So, this one is good. So my mom, I don't know if she's got like metal in her hips. She's had 4 hip replacements, you guys, to date. Now at the time, I think it was like 2 or 3. But she's got like these like this metal or something. So the big giant cones that you see, like the caution cones. Well, we were in like, I think Macy's or something, or it was probably like JCPenney, one of those places. Well, my mom, I guess the magnetic between the metal of the of the caution cone and the metal that was in her hip collided, and I guess she just could not keep her balance, ran into it, and all you hear is yeah. Those things happen. Let's see. Oh, this one is a good one. Okay, so I don't know if you guys, I'm from Atlanta, so there used to be a place called, I think, the Sock Factory, I think it's called. And we were driving to the sock factory. We're going to the sock factory. And the sock factory, they had more than just socks. But, you know, that's where we used to get like our uniforms when we were younger, stuff like that. So we were on the way to go get the uniforms. Get there, we get the uniforms. We're on the way back. Now, mind you, it's a long drive to get to the sock factory from where we lived. So, you know, we racked up whenever we go. Well, my mom had bags. Like, when I say bags, she had like bags of stuff. Now, this is a very funny story, and I wish my dad was here to tell the story because he used to tell the story so beautifully. So she's got these bags, and at the time we had like this the van that has the hitch, and we had parked by where the wall, we were backed up to the wall, right? So we're backed up to the wall. She goes to put the bags inside of the trunk. Tell me why she didn't want to put the bags down, and the hydraulics of the trunk lifted her up. So I am 5'6" on a good day. My mom is a 4'11", 4'10" on a great day. So all you see is this 4'11" woman, and like the the hitch, or the whatever you call it, the door of the hitch, like grabs her by her neck, and she's like this, and she's like, help, help, help. That's how she was. And trying to get my cousins and aunts like to help her was it's almost impossible when stuff like this happens, because they're like on their knees, on their back, they're rolling around laughing. Like when I tell you roll, like there's no, it's so hilarious. I love my mother, but she's so clumsy. She's so clumsy. Okay, I got one more for you. Now, this one is going to be a combination of multiple ones, because when I tell you one, it's the same thing that happens all the time. And this is one that she knows that I would tell, and I tell this quite often because it's very dear to me. So I think this had to have been like my third, not my third. I was in third grade, so I don't know what age I was, what age I was, but I was in third grade or second grade, and I wanted a Batman cake for my birthday. Yeah. So if my cousin Elisa, if my cousin Asia, if you guys are watching, Brianna, any of you guys, if y'all are watching, y'all already know where I'm getting ready to go with this. So I wanted a Batman cake. We had our the birthday party at, where did we have it at? Pizza Hut. We had it at Pizza Hut. It was like right up the street from the house. We're having a party at Pizza Hut. I'm like 8, 9, I don't know. And I've got my friends there. You know, it's a vibe. So I'm trying not to tear up. It still hurts a little bit. But we get the cake. The cake comes out. My mom has this thing where she like wants to do everything and wants to be everything to everybody. You know, no shade or anything. It's just, that's who she is. She's just a very loving person. She just wants to help. She wants to help everybody. Well, my mom picks up the cake, drops the cake. There's no cake for anybody. I immediately start crying because why did you pick the cake up? Why? Now, mind you, I told you that this was a combination kind of thing, a collaboration, a collaborative type of story. So this is not the only time that she's dropped a cake, guys. She has dropped my cousin's Esmeralda cake at their birthday. Um, why pick up a cake if you are going to drop the cake? Why? At this point, when we have cakes around her, no one gives her a knife. No one lets her get near the cake. At this point, when there's a cake involved, we all tell her, hey, do not go near the cake. Because if you drop this cake, we're kicking you out. You're done. You're done for. That's it. No more. Now, all these type of things have happened over the course of my lifetime. And I'm 30 and uh she's gotten better. She's gotten much, much better. She still has, like, we had an event at my aunt's house recently, and where they had to race, and she decided she wanted to be a kid again. Yeah, I told y'all she likes to enjoy herself. I love my mother for that. So she wanted to run with the kids. So everybody pulls out their phone. Everybody gets close to where everybody's watching. They're not watching everybody else. They're watching my mom because we know that if she runs, she may fall. Thank God she did not fall. Because at this point, I would have video footage of what happened and I would show it to you guys. Because y'all probably do not believe anything that I am saying. I'm almost completely guaranteed that y'all don't believe anything I'm saying. But, like I said, 4'11", 4'10", we love her. Mom, I love you. I really, really, really do. But for Mother's Day, I just had to roast you. All right, so that's the end of the show for today. To all the mothers, we love you. We honor you. For all of those mothers that have gone on to glory, for all the grandmothers, and for all the grandmothers that have gone on as well, we love you. We honor you. We thank you for the wisdom that you've given. We thank you for all that you've done for us in our lifetimes, for all of the nurturing, for all of the scabs that you've helped heal, for all of the tears that you have wiped from our eyes. We thank you so much, mothers. Happy Mother's Day. And that is the show. Make sure you guys tune in on Wednesday because we've got another special guest. We've got Kiyoshi coming. It's going to be fire. We have an amazing set of things that we are going to talk about, and I am just ready for it. So make sure y'all are following us on Vibe 5 Radio and Vibe 5 ENT. We are out.